All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are firing. We are ready for the fight of the century. Allegedly. I guess we'll see tomorrow. All right, welcome to our Mayweather versus McGregor pre-fight show presented by repcrossmma.com. Get yourself some represent gear. As always, I'm repping. And go to repcrossmma.com to get yourself some good shit and help us out at the same time. All right, with me right now, Fred Kirby out of Dayton, Ohio, and we're waiting on Jesse to see if he's able to jump on anytime soon, but that LA traffic's a motherfucker, so him finding like a creepy corner to fucking park in is going to be a bitch today. All right, so at least he's in Texas, right? Shout out to Mike Reyes. I know he's out there, man. Stay safe. So let's start cracking. Oh, yeah, we'll announce the winners somewhere in the middle of the show here, but we want to start hitting the points.
That. We'll announce the goddamn winners at the end of the show. If you're watching, you ain't getting your fucking prize unless you watch the whole goddamn show and listen to us ramble for the whole 60 minutes, cocksuckers.
Damn, y'all gotta work for it. All right.
Fuck that middle of the show shit. You ain't sneaking out and get your fucking prize and then you leave. We're not fucking whores.
All right. So this show is basically we're gonna break down how this whole thing came about, right? So if we go back, and I mean back kind of far actually. And I'm sure you can remember, all this shit there, Fred. So Mayweather's last fight, supposedly the last fight he's ever going to have was, I think it was Berto, right? Which, of course, he won.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly right.
That's what the pay-per-view did when he fought Berto. That was the sound that the pay-per-view audience made when he fought Berto. Wow.
Yeah, before that was the Pacquiao fight, right? I'm pretty sure.
Was it? Who the fuck did he fight after Pacquiao? Who did he fight just
Berto,
recently?
I think.
Yeah, okay. Well, no, that was after the Pacquiao fight, wasn't it? Pacquiao wasn't his last fight.
No, I'm pretty sure it wasn't. So
No, that was that Berto character.
Yeah, Berto was the last one. Yeah. So okay. So Mayweather retires. So he's gone. He's just gonna be promoter now, which works great for him. He actually does pretty well in it. All right. Then there was like a spot where Mayweather talked a little bit. They asked Mayweather about McGregor, right? And he did the whole "I don't know this guy, who is this guy" type of fucking deal.
Yep. I remember that. I remember when that happened. They were asking me like, and then he got almost kind of offended, like, "How dare you compare that dude to me?" That dude. Yeah. I think it might have been like when he first won the first title, when he first knocked out Jose Aldo. I think they might have mentioned it. He's like, he's got one title. I got like 97 titles that I won before I was 13 years old. Like, what? Fuck him. Yeah. Hey, that's it. I think that was the inception of the whole thing.
Right. And then I'm pretty sure I remember this correctly. Mayweather did basically insinuate, if not outright say, that the reason why McGregor became so famous in MMA so quick is because he's a white dude. Because they basically say the same shit, but Mayweather's point is that McGregor gets praised for it, and Mayweather gets like, demonized for saying the exact same shit because he's black. What do you think about that? I mean, because I didn't agree with that, but he might have a point in the slightest sense.
Yeah, well, you never know, man. Listen, he might have a point. He might be right, but it's hard to say because it's almost different generations. Floyd's been around for a month of fucking Sundays. Floyd's old as dirt. Floyd's been famous for 15 fucking years. He's been at this. And boxing and MMA are, let's also be honest for a minute here. This whole narrative that this isn't boxing versus MMA thing, we can just go ahead and stop that. It is most certainly boxing versus MMA. We are forced to box. But make no mistake about it. If you're a fucking MMA fan and you're rooting for Floyd Mayweather, kill yourself. Kill yourself right now. Now, listen, I'm not saying that you might not think that Floyd's going to win. That's the smart money. That's the smart, obvious choice. But if you're an MMA head and you watch the UFC, you watch all those events, you participate in the MMA sphere, and you're rooting for Floyd Mayweather, you're a cunt. Okay? Everybody in MMA, I mean, look, you've seen it, man, throughout the last couple of weeks. Gilbert Melendez, fucking even Nate Diaz didn't really shit on Conor and was kind of like, all these boxers are talking shit, but, they wouldn't do it. They wouldn't come to MMA. They wouldn't last with us. So, they shouldn't just clown him. That's Nate fucking Diaz, his arch rival, basically. Yep. Even not really saying that he's coming to his, he's not on his side, but he's kind of like adding a little bit of clarity to the situation. This is definitely our guy. It's definitely MMA versus boxing. If Conor knocks out Floyd, make no mistake about it, MMA Twitter, MMA's, fan base will fucking explode. And boxing's fan base will collectively weep and think, fuck me, I'm not going on Twitter for a week. These fucking MMA troll cunts are never going to let us hear the end of this shit.
No, they won't. Like, I'll tell you what.
And we won't.
Oh, no, we won't. No. But here's the thing. Like, before we started talking on the show here, the way McGregor kind of conducts himself in this kind of, like, this weird fucking, like us against boxing, right? The way Conor is kind of conducting himself, the Bruce Lee shit, we'll get to it more and more detail, obviously. But the Bruce Lee thing and all that shit.
Let's not lose track of the timeline here. What we're doing here. Let's keep it all in chronological order. I got off the wagon there for a minute.
No, I get it. But it kind of makes you start siding with Conor. First of all, I'm an MMA guy, and everyone, I made it quite clear. I'm a Nate Diaz fan. Nate against Conor, I'm going Nate all day. But this is our guy against their guy. All right? I'm rooting for McGregor all day. I hope to God that I'm wrong as fuck and he knocks him out in the first round. I really do hope that shit happens. Because first of all, I love chaos. And second, it would turn this whole fucking thing upside down. I mean, Lou DiBella, Bob Arum, they can all shut the fuck up. Oscar De La Hoya, who lost his fucking mind today.
Oh, I love it. Did you see that fucking tweet that I tweeted right before? If
y'all haven't seen this tweet of Oscar De La Hoya, it's probably still up there. I don't think he deleted it. But it says, fuck you, hashtag Mayweather McGregor. It's disrespect. Both of you are disrespecting boxing.
A disgrace to boxing or disrespect to boxing. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
And then it says like hashtag Canelo Triple G September 16th with a link to the pay-per-view.
Bruh. Cry for me, Oscar. Could you be more pathetic? I mean, real talk, dog. You can keep that opinion and shit, but you saying it looks petty.
It looks bad
and weak, and just come on, Oscar. You're better than that. Like, just try to. I don't know. That's just the wrong way to go. Who sees that tweet? I mean, I guess maybe hardcore boxing heads might see that tweet and buy into it. Yeah. Most of us see that tweet and we see nothing but a butthurt ass businessman. You are just butthurt as fuck because they're sliding in and taking some of the fucking pay-per-view pie. Matter of fact, they're taking a huge part of the pay-per-view pie. And like fucking DW said, man. If Conor had made the deal to fight Canelo or Pac-Man or some shit like that, all those pricks would be happy as larks. So fucking stop it, Oscar. Stop acting like you really – that's what's annoying, right? Dude acts like he cares about boxing. And if he really wouldn't have took the money and been in Floyd's place, then maybe he'd have a foot to stand on. But you're full of shit, fucking Oscar. If DW had brought Conor to you and said, let's do Conor Canelo, Oscar would have fucking been on it like white on rice. And that makes you a cunt, Oscar. Because now that you didn't get it, you're trying to make it seem like, oh, it's a travesty. Yeah, because you ain't getting a taste of the pie. That's why it's a fucking travesty. Nothing else.
Yeah, and yeah, fucking, because he doesn't want to get, because he's not getting paid. You're right. He ain't getting any of that money. He's mad. He's salty. Salty people fucking breed bullshit. So what are you going to do? All right. By the way, and I keep seeing everyone's tweeting this shit out. The pictures of, I remember De La Hoya was on coke. And
yeah. I retweeted that right before we went live.
Yeah, really? Okay, he's like cross-dressing. It's like everyone forgot that for a while. He talked that shit, and now everyone's bringing it back.
Listen, this is what I love about MMA, man. It's like being part of this little gang or this little group. You don't want none of that, Oscar. You shouldn't have done that. You open up a can. Listen, y'all's boy might win tomorrow. Mayweather probably will win this fight tomorrow. But MMA fans are going to be fucking – we're going to buy this pay-per-view. We're going to rally around Conor. We're going to fucking be there. And Oscar, when you let some shit like this slip out your mouth, Twitter's going to let you fucking have it. You shouldn't have said that knowing you got those pictures of yourself online, homeboy.
Yeah. Like sometimes you got to shut the fuck up because people won't – people will let shit go until you talk all that shit. Then all your old shit's coming right back, motherfucker. Should have shut the fuck up, Oscar.
Like I said, man, MMA fans are passionate too. We don't play that shit. Like you, we're not the tribe to be trifled with. We got some trolls in our bench, dog.
Like motherfucker,
Oscar. There's gonna be some people that are gonna make fake accounts just to troll your monkey ass with now. Bet you they do.
Fuck yeah, dude. MMA might have like the best trolls like out of anybody. I don't know anybody else that has trolls like us.
Real talk, man. MMA has one of the most loyal fan bases. Look at what just the Irish do for Conor in MMA. And that's just a small portion. Look at what Brazilians would do for fucking Anderson. And, look at what fucking Americans did for fucking, Chris Weidman or Randy Couture or whatever, man. Like, MMA fans are extremely fucking passionate. We fucking take this shit very seriously.
Yeah, no, definitely. All right, moving back to the timeline here. So after that, all that talk of Mayweather and McGregor going back and forth, I think McGregor got pissed off because Mayweather made it a race thing and everything. That's when McGregor loses to Nate Diaz. RDA pulls out of the fight at UFC 196 due to a broken foot. Nate Diaz steps in, taps him out, and then not too long after, that was when, remember that McGregor that thanks for the cheese tweet.
Oh yeah.
That's when he tweeted that out right after that.
Right.
Retired. Then, like a couple days later, he was back, right? And the retirement was due to the fact that he got pulled from UFC 200 for not going to a presser, right? So that's where we're at. So at this point, McGregor, retires and unretires. So that's when the rumors of him and Mayweather started going. Somebody, because of the back and forth, reporters started asking both guys, "What do you think about Mayweather? What do you think about McGregor?" They answer questions. That's when the rumors start going. And then McGregor gets like a fake poster someone made online. Obviously, I don't know who fucking made it. If I knew, I'd give you guys credit. I'm sorry, because it was actually pretty well done. But they make like a fake face-off poster, and McGregor tweets it out. And it's like, ooh. I think we all saw that. We're like, hey, wait a minute now. Hey now. Hold up. The fuck are you talking about? You want to box one of the best boxers, not the best boxer of all time? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Listen, man, I've said it a dozen times, so I know I'm kind of beating the dead horse with this as far as I'm concerned, but I really fucking liken this whole thing to Donald Trump becoming president. Like, it starts with the most, smallest of whispers and rumors, and it's like, oh yeah, okay, that's cute, but no way, right? Like, Donald Trump's going to run for president. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. No way. Then the cute cocksucker wins the Republican primary or whatever the fuck you call it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Then it gets a little more realer. It's kind of like with this, like, somebody mentions it and you're like, okay, yeah, that's cute, but there's no fucking way the UFC would ever let Conor box Floyd. Conor would never do it. And even if Conor and the UFC would, Floyd would never agree to box Conor McGregor. What the fuck? Get the fuck out of here. Slowly but surely, things start leaning that way. And it just like it just start. I don't know, man. I guess I'll let you go ahead. You probably got more details on it. But it was mentioned. I do remember all that happening, but I remember having the same feeling I had about Trump. Like, okay, yeah, but let's get back to reality now. This isn't going to actually happen. So So at
that point, me and you were on the same page. We were both like, yeah, right, it's not going to happen. They're not going to do that, right? How wrong were we? So then UFC 202, McGregor gets the majority decision over Nate Diaz, and he starts talking. And then he finally gets he takes on Eddie Alvarez, beats him at UFC 205, double champ, right? Champ. That is usually that's actually right before he wins. That right before he started like the Mayweather vs McGregor talk hyped up even more, and I mean to like a higher level, right? So yeah. So I mean, he did go and he actually challenged Mayweather. Let's see if I can find like a picture of it on Mayweather challenged McGregor. Yeah. Okay. So McGregor remember McGregor got his fucking boxing license in Nevada and they gave it to him? Okay.
Yeah.
So that's where we're at.
Yep.
That's where we're at. Not too long after that, I think earlier this year, Mayweather goes on ESPN and like officially challenges Mayweather. And with this is a quote here, and this is off ESPN's First Take in January. He says, quote, "You guys keep hearing all these different rumors about different fighters want to face Floyd Mayweather. Everybody keeps talking about Conor McGregor. He's blowing smoke up everybody's ass. Dana White, the UFC, let's make it happen. Bring him over to the boxing world, and I'll show him what it's like." So that's the official call out from Mayweather to McGregor saying, "All right, bitch, come to boxing. Let's fucking go."
Listen, that's when the equivalent of the Republican primary was won. When he said that on fucking, was it First Take on ESPN?
Yeah.
That's a little weird.
Yeah, right.
Being the anti-Fox or whatever. But yeah, I remember that. And when he mentioned his name like that, when that happened, I was like, son of a bitch. This has got some legs. This has got some legs now, Jack. Like, if Floyd's mentioning it on a huge platform, that's no fucking coinkydink. It's not a mistake. That's not a coincidence. He's mentioning it on that platform because he wants the... I think at that point, that was Floyd and his team testing the waters. Mm-hmm. That was them throwing a little meat in the water and seeing how many sharks would circle. And when we all went ham and everybody kind of fucking, when it got the response it got, they were like, oh shit, this will do real numbers. This could be a big money thing. Maybe we should actually seriously think about this.
Yeah. And so this is when Mayweather says, look, my numbers are guaranteed 100 million. And he offers Conor McGregor $15 million, which is hilarious. Okay. So McGregor, being McGregor, tweets out. This is when the C.J. Watson shit came out. If you don't know about C.J. Watson, C.J. Watson's a guard that used to play for the Golden State Warriors, right? Number 23 Golden State, back in the early mid 2000s, something like that.
Yeah.
So Mayweather beat the shit out of his old lady, right? And he went to he got probation. He might have gotten jail time. I don't remember. I think he got jail time, right? I think. But
right.
The reason he beat the reason he beat her ass is because she cheated on him with C.J. Watson of the Golden State Warriors. So McGregor responds in a tweet with him holding up two belts, Mayweather on the ground, and then it says, "Call me C.J. Watson" or something like that. All right.
Yeah.
Basically, start digging at him and shit. So, all right. So then after that, the $15 million offer was out there, right? Dana White comes on and he goes, "You know what? I'll offer you $25 million to fight Conor McGregor." So now they're just lowballing each other, just insulting each other, basically, right?
But they're actually making offers. Like I remember when this happened, and a lot of people kind of blew it off, and I did too. But I remember thinking at the time, like, this is weird. This is weird because we keep hearing them. We keep, I don't know, man. As the old saying goes, where there's smoke, there's fire, right? If the cocksucking smoke keeps appearing, it's probably because there's a fucking fire. Like Floyd Mayweather does not go on ESPN and just ramble. Dana White is a smart fucker. If you see that bald cocksucker's face on a camera, it's because he knows he's there. That dude knows what he's doing. So when he makes a video or whatever he did, wherever he did the interview or the video, when he did that for Floyd and he made that offer, first off, he knew Floyd would never take it. But second off, he knew Floyd would see it. He knew Floyd's team would see it. And more importantly, that was DW and the UFC throwing a stake out there and seeing what would happen. And again, I think this is where, somebody, probably the covert spy, started calling each other from both sides going, hey, Jack, y'all see these numbers? This shit is trending on Facebook and Twitter, fool. Like
a motherfucker.
The world is low-key talking about this. Maybe let's stop fooling around and let's get in the room and talk. Let's talk about making this shit real.
But yeah, if we know anything about Dana White, is this guy's about business, and he knows when it's good business, and if it's good business, he's willing to at least talk, right? So
and it's fucking great business for the UFC.
Oh, fucking amazing, yeah. So all right, so this is where the timeline is. That's where we're at. McGregor, Dana White, gets his little counter offer. That's when Mayweather says fuck it, and he comes out with the whole "I'm officially out of retirement" just for Conor McGregor. If you remember that video, it's all over YouTube. He goes, yep. I'm at official retirement just for Conor McGregor. So even more traction. I mean, a lot more traction. He does that.
No, listen, the tires are on the road at that point.
Exactly. That's when you start thinking, oh shit. Right. That's what we were like, could this actually happen? Holy shit. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then this is where it hits, like, I mean, you're lighting fire at this point. Fucking the tires are going, shit's fucking firing good. If you remember Michael Conlan, he made his debut with Top Rank, right? You remember when Conor McGregor walked into the ring?
Oh yeah. Okay? Yep.
I believe it was after the fight. He goes up to boxing reporters and starts yelling at them. Yelling at them that you're all gonna eat your words. I'm gonna stop Floyd. I'm gonna stop Floyd. And you're like, whoa, shit, right? Like,
yep. That was front page news.
Yeah, even when we were talking on the show, we were like, get the fuck out of here with that shit. No way, right? We were even talking about it being possible. Like, wow, okay.
Well, listen, hold on. For the record, I was reluctant. Well, not reluctant, but I was a little late to the party of the whole Trump thing. Yeah. But eventually, long before he actually won, I started to see the writing on the wall. And I'm like, fuck me. He's going to do it. He wouldn't be here unless he was going to do it. It's going to happen. And when fucking Conor said that to those boxing reporters, that was it. Like, in my heart of hearts, when I seen that, I'm like, oh shit, this is going to happen. This is going to, there's too much. I felt it. Like, there was still a couple ups and downs after that. But from that moment on, deep down, I was kind of like, this is going to fucking happen. I fucking feel it in my bones. They just keep talking about it. Like, from that point on, man, I low key felt like this shit was going to actually happen. That was the moment when he goes off on those boxing reporters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. That's when I started thinking it's possible. Okay, right after that, like not too long after that, we get the news: Conor McGregor and the UFC had come to an agreement on a fight against Floyd Mayweather. So obstacle one is crossed, right? It's passed. Because obviously Conor McGregor, under contract with the UFC, is going to need the UFC's permission in order to make this fight happen. He can't just do it on his own. Yeah.
Right.
So he comes to an agreement with Dana White. Cool, we're set there. Then
that's an important piece of this puzzle too. Like you just said,
that might be the most important. That might be the most important.
Make no mistake about it. If Dana White and company said no, this would not happen. Period. He is contractually obligated to the UFC. They do not have to let him do this fucking period. So that's a very good point. Like that was a massive hurdle that they had to overcome before they could even go talk to Floyd, was basically get permission from mom and dad to do it.
Exactly. So that might have been the most important obstacle, the most important thing to get accomplished, and they get it done. So that's when we go, oh shit, because historically, the money team for Mayweather Promotions, those guys, Showtime, they've actually been pretty easy to work with other fighters, right? They give Pacquiao a little bit of a problem just because it's Pacquiao, I mean, and that's kind of how it goes. But they're usually pretty easy to work with. So then comes June 14th, the day we all go, holy shit, this is real.
It's announced.
It's the official announcement, exactly. Official announcement that on August 26th, tomorrow night, August 26th in Las Vegas, Nevada, we're gonna see Mayweather versus McGregor in a boxing fight. Now, here's my favorite part of the announcement. There, Floyd Mayweather tweeted some official video type of thing, right? Conor McGregor tweeted a split picture with him on one side and Floyd Mayweather Sr. on the other, basically saying, "I'm gonna beat this old man." Like,
brilliant. Conor's always been probably will go down as the best with shit like that. Yeah, the trolling started immediately, and then the fun began, right? Once this thing was actually real. Man, I gotta say, just big picture before we keep going chronologically. I think that people are going to look back on this, and this is going to be a pretty special thing, man. The world press fucking tour.
Oh yeah.
All the shit that's happened so far. Like you said, the build up, the collision of the two worlds. MMA and boxing are always like these weird cousins that don't really like each other but have to hang out all the fucking time. Like our paths always cross. Boxing is the only other real preeminent combat sport in the world. I mean, there's BJJ, there's judo, there's wrestling, but it's not quite like boxing. Right. We're very much like boxing in that sense, in that it's prize fighting. You know what I'm saying? But boxing don't really like us, and we don't really like boxing. Like even the reporters and the journalists are very different. What the fuck?
Yeah. No, exactly. All right.
So this is big. This is big.
Huge, right? The announcement's big. It's there, right? The announcement's there. So once the announcement is made, everything starts moving very quickly. I mean, fast as fuck. Immediately, plans are announced for World Tour. First stop, Los Angeles. A little awkward for Conor. He went out there and he was kind of like, oh, what the fuck? Like, he didn't sort of show it, but you knew he was kind of fucking like, okay, what am I doing out here? He went out there, he was walking back and forth, he like somewhat half-assed dance and shit. And then they gave him a microphone. Here, just talk. Now, historically, McGregor, you ask him a question, he gives you a fucking smart-ass answer, right? He gives you some good shit. This time they go, here, talk. And it sounded awkward. Meanwhile, Mayweather comes out like a pro. Now, I don't agree that he won the press conference. I thought it was pretty fucking even. But it was our first taste of this world tour. Now, the way, it was insane. It was massive. Fucking massive. Okay?
Listen. He won that one. It was a 10-9 round. We'll go ahead and judge it all the way through because I remember this. It was a 10-9 round. It was. I felt like it was weird for both of them.
Yeah.
Nobody really did that great, but Conor definitely, for how we know him and for what he ended up doing for the rest of the fucking press tour, the first stop was definitely a little not him. And listen, to his fucking credit, he didn't know he was going to have to do that. He didn't know he was going to have to fucking just ramble on for like fucking 30 minutes and give a speech. They didn't tell him that. and then they fucking cut his mic off, which proved to be a very bad decision on their behalf when they got to the fucking next date in Toronto. But I'll give Floyd the first one, not by much, but 10-9 round. Floyd won the first one. He's been there. He was used to it. Probably knew what he was going to have to fucking do there.
Oh, sure.
But yeah. Connor adjusted very, very quickly.
All right, so then they hop a flight to Toronto the next day, I believe it was. Okay.
Hey now.
In Toronto, the 6th, one of your favorite spots on the planet, and then they're back at it again. This time, McGregor goes up there. He goes, "Does this mic work?" They're like, "Yeah." Well, then fuck this other mic, and he knocks the one on the stand way off. Just lets it go flying, right?
I'm not gonna front, man. I fanboyed out.
Oh,
I'm not gonna front, man. I fanboyed out when he did that shit. I was like, "That's what I'm talking. That's our boy." Now that's what he does, Jack.
Exactly.
Y'all done fucked around and gave him a minute to get his shit together here. Now he knows what's happening. Now you're gonna fucking get it, Mayweather. Now y'all better get ready.
Yeah, and that's when McGregor just lays it down. Yeah, go ahead.
What was that? He started it. That's the whole fucking. That's the shirt, Jack. He started it right then. He said on the count of 3, I want everybody in this fucking building to scream, "Fuck the Mayweathers." And they fucking rumbled it, Jack. The whole.
Oh, you got the shirt. You got the shirt.
Yeah. I bought it. I'm wearing it for 2 days straight. I wore it the fucking day. I'm wearing it until after the fight tomorrow.
You got to. This one shit. All right. So he does all that. And it's safe to say McGregor won the second one. So it's tied up 1-1.
10-8. 10-8.
Oh yeah.
He 10-8. He destroyed Floyd at the Toronto. On the second day in Toronto, he had his way with Floyd. That felt like that felt like an Irish crowd. Floyd was getting booed, Jack. Like Floyd got killed in that second date for sure. He got no love.
The nail in the coffin to me was when Mayweather came out with a stupid little backpack. First of all, he grabs the Irish flag, and McGregor tells him, "You do something to that flag, I'm gonna fuck you up." And then he grabs the backpack, opens it, he goes, "The fuck? There's like $5,000 in here."
Yeah.
God damn! I was on vacation in Hawaii watching this shit on my phone. It's like disrupting every fucking 30 seconds. But I'm on the ground laughing when he goes, "What the fuck? There's only like $5,000 in here." I was like, "Oh shit!
Yeah.
He got you, motherfucker!" Like, oh, I was so sick. Again, it's our guy. I'm marking out because it's our guy against their guy. This is getting fucking crazy. Okay.
Well, and listen, this part of the fight should not be understated because this is so much our guy versus their guy, even in that regard. Because Floyd's the guy that does the Connor shit in boxing. He's the one that forms Voltron and makes it rain. And Connor's our guy that says fuck the Mayweathers and fuck that Mike and fuck you too, Steven Espinoza, you little rat.
Oh,
you know. So this was kind of the beginning of the fight for a lot of us. We knew this was going to be fucking lit, man. This was the beginning. The shit talking.
No, exactly. All right. So now we're at we move on to, I think it was Brooklyn. Yeah, Brooklyn.
Yep.
We go to Brooklyn. You know, Mayweather shows up in the jacket and the jeans, short pants, whatever. And McGregor walks in shirtless with a fucking mink coat on. Right? But this is when Mayweather starts pulling out dollar bills.
Whoa.
What up?
A polar bear coat.
Polar bear coat. I didn't even know
that was
shit.
A polar bear coat.
Peter lost their fucking minds for sure.
Damn, that's gangster. Fuck you in your ass, Peter. That's a polar bear coat, Jack. That's fucking bad.
Yeah. So I mean, so that's where we're at. I'm gonna read a few comments here before we keep on flying. Fight Book MMA, what up, dude? It says I'm watching the fight at movie theater. Fathom events. Hook me up with Pats. That's great. See how this baller
that's cool.
shit.
That's cool. That'll be fucking really sweet.
That's $40 to keep in your pocket or spend on fucking food. Oh yeah, Mike Reyes again. Stay safe, man. There goes my power. Still got the cell phone. Oh shit, the power just went out in Texas. Stay safe, Doc. He's like right in the way of that shit, man. Let's see. Questions. All right, Uncle Hank's Pappy. Sorry, I missed your questions, man. That's my bad. I'm gonna try and go back and read them up, or give me like a bunch of them in one. Anyway, all right. Moving on. The next day, they took a fucking jet to London. Different jet, mind you. They were like, "Oh, they took the same jet." No, they didn't take the same jet. It was different jets, just the exact model, basically. Okay.
Whoa. Hold on.
What up?
hold on. We'd be remiss if we just glossed over the shit that happened in Brooklyn. Now, our boy took an L in Brooklyn. Let's be honest here. Let's be honest.
That he did.
Okay, so rewind just for a moment. What happened? Remind me, what happened in Toronto where the race shit started? What did Connor said? I'm gonna make you dance for me, boy.
Yeah, he said dance for me, boy, and then
he said dance for me, boy.
Yeah.
So then Floyd started in with the racist shit, saying he called me boy, which we all know is fucking ridiculous because Connor's fucking Irish and he calls everybody fucking boy. Fucking Dustin Poirier, Dennis Seaver, the whole most of them. So he starts the race shit. Now, this is one of the Connor is usually the man when it comes to this kind of thing. And actually, throughout this whole ordeal, he has proved to handle the gravity of this whole situation pretty great. You know what I'm saying? All things considered, Connor's actually handled this shit good. The worst thing I think he's ever done was the whole trying to compensate for the racist thing. When he was on stage up there, he goes, and he tries to call me a racist. Doesn't he know that I'm black from the waist down?
Yeah.
Ooh. And then he fucking starts swiveling his hips and says, this is for my black female fans. Let me tell you something, Jack. I know a couple black girls that actually do like Conor McGregor. They didn't love that comment. That was cringeworthy for all the black girls that even like Mr. Connor. So that was one of his low moments, not only on this tour, but I would say just in general. I think that was not handled too great for him, and he took the shit into the stick there. I will say, to his credit, in an interview with your favorite reporter ever, Mr. Ariel Hawani, the Nose, he addressed it a lot better. And he was a lot more calmed down, and he just made a lot more better points on, why he's not a racist as opposed to him having a fucking big snake and liking to swivel it around. You know what I'm saying? So I just listen. We want to be somewhat fucking. We're definitely an MMA show. We're riding with our guy, but you gotta call him as you see him. Connor botched that shit in Brooklyn. That was probably his worst highlight of this whole thing.
Oh, absolutely. It was pretty bad overall. All right. So then we're off to London, right? And I mean,
the boxing ring.
In the boxing ring, looking like a fucking WWE contract signing and shit.
Literally.
Tables and shit. It looks so weird. All right. So that's where we're at now. So it was like a little bit of a lull in between, right? I mean, videos have come out here and there. You know what I mean? McGregor hitting the bag. Everyone was saying he looks like shit. Mayweather, hitting the fucking bag too and looking real good. And this is when people start going. So August 16th. Okay, let me take it back. The week before, there was like not an announcement. There was a thought that the Nevada State Athletic Commission was going to look into considering 8-ounce gloves for this fight. Now, if you know anything about boxing, 147 and down, you can use 8-ounce gloves. 154, which is where this fight is, and up has to be 10-ounce or higher. Okay.
Right.
Now, don't get it twisted. The 10-ounce thing, 8-ounce thing, it has to do more with the padding, how much padding's in the glove, than that is with the weight. But the more padding you add in there, the heavier the glove's going to be. It's just natural.
Sure.
So, yeah. Sure. So August 16th, for some fucking reason, the Nevada State Athletic Commission approves this shit for a one-time 8-ounce, one-time allowed. They're allowing this one-time happen, 8-ounce gloves at 154. And they're saying they're doing it for as long as there's a study, which is horse shit. It's completely bullshit. Don't buy any of that garbage. Oh, we do it for a study. No, you're fucking not. Shut the fuck up. If it was about fighter safety like it's supposed to be, you'd have left it at 10-ounce gloves. This is because there's money to be made in this shit. All right? And that's what it is. Let's just fucking call it what it is. All right? So, all right, so we're there. Now, here's where the talking starts. You tell me what you think. You think those 8-ounce gloves are that much of an advantage for McGregor?
Listen, man. So the 8-ounce gloves thing, here's my view on the 8-ounce gloves thing. I think the 8-ounce gloves thing is an advantage for both men, depending on what round of the fight we're in, right? Okay, so whose idea was it to do 8-ounce gloves? Who really signed on for this? Wasn't Conor. Okay. The reason that this fight has 8-ounce gloves is not because Conor McGregor requested it. It's because Floyd Mayweather requested it. Floyd wanted the 8-ounce gloves. So now a lot of people go, "Oh, Floyd's so stupid. He wants Lillard gloves. He's gonna get knocked out." Maybe. I hope so. And in the first 1-4 rounds, it probably will work against Floyd. But here's the deal. Fucking for all you dopey MMA fans that don't know your ass from a hole in the ground. Floyd is 49-0. And if I'm not mistaken, 46 of those W's came with 8-ounce gloves. Okay? 46, yeah. Listen, a fucking shitload of them. He's only fought outside of 8-ounce gloves a couple times in his whole fucking career. So Floyd is happy as a lark in 8-ounce gloves.
Yep.
And past the 5th or 6th round, Floyd don't want that padding in there either. So now, with that being said, Floyd does got little ginger baby hands.
Yeah, he does.
His hands do break a lot. And I'm clowning him. Listen, he's been boxing since he was 4 years old. He's probably broken his hands a million times. His hands break. His hands break easy. So, listen, the first 4 rounds, littler gloves help Conor because he punches hard. He wants as less padding as possible. Past that, it probably helps Floyd because he's going to start him with the beatings more than likely past that. Unless he breaks his hand with the littler, less padding means more likely for him to get the hand break as well. So it's a catch-22 on who this benefits. We have to see how this fight plays out. Listen, if Conor fucking starches him in the first round, it will have benefited Conor. If in the 9th round, Conor's getting battered and those little gloves are fucking him up, it will have benefited Floyd.
Oh, yeah. No, absolutely. So, and Uncle Hank's Pepper makes a good point. He says 10-ounce gloves are better for blocking punches. 100%.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, so
littler gloves mean littler creases, and that's I think that's what Conor and them are kind of banking on, throwing those shots in those tiny little holes because they know Floyd's going to pull this number. So I think that's kind of what they're banking on, throwing those shots at those awkward spots, clipping him behind the ear or some shit like that. And littler gloves do make those easier for sure.
Yeah, definitely. All right. So now this is when we're basically to this week. Okay. This doesn't take very long, by the way. This is like a 3-month thing, right? It's been like 3 months or so.
Yeah, they did it pretty quickly. I think they did it perfect, man. Enough time to get us hyped, but not enough time to lose us. I'm fucking stoked, so it worked.
You lose us, you lose money. So you don't want to do that shit. All right.
Sure.
So now we're at this week. You had the press conference and everything. They were actually pretty cordial. This is where McGregor did that whole some Bruce Lee shit, and he does the stance that Bruce Lee does, right?
Yeah.
And they had to deal with some heckler that both Mayweather and McGregor shut him the fuck up. And it was nothing. It was kind of what you expected of Conor McGregor. Any press conference, right before the fight for Conor McGregor, he's calm. He doesn't get too fired up unless, of course, Nate Diaz. But he didn't get too fired up. He doesn't talk too much shit. At that point, he's kind of like, look, I'm prepared. I'm confident. Let's do this shit.
Yeah, the tickets are sold.
Yeah, tickets are sold. He's basically respectful at that point. He's like, we're just going to get in there, right? So now we're at today. Weigh-ins. McGregor comes in, 153 pounds. Doesn't look great, but it doesn't look 145 shit either. Okay?
Oh, not at all. Not at all. You could tell he was a little sucked in. You're right. He didn't look great. But, yeah, those of us that know him well and seen him at 45, he looked A-okay to me, Jack.
Yeah, no, definitely. All right. So, man, Floyd comes in at 149.5. Now,
soaking wet with fucking combat boots on. No, actually, he did have the green panties on, which
Yeah. Patty Power. Is it Patty Power on there? That was pretty funny. Meanwhile, Conor McGregor comes out with some Calvin Klein's on, so there's some kind of sponsorship there going.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so now we're basically right now. So Floyd comes in 149.5. He had a few pounds to work with. Decided not to. Now he looked a little bigger, a little beefier. A little, and Conor was like, "Oh, you're soft." He's soft. He's soft. That doesn't necessarily mean he's not in shape.
Well, not at all. Not at all, man. And I'm sure Floyd's in shape, but what does in shape mean? Is he in good shape? Is he in okay shape? Is he in fight shape? Is he in fight of your life shape? That might be questionable. He didn't look. I mean, he looked. Listen, in a lot better fucking shape than I am, but we've probably seen him leaner. You know, we've probably seen him better, in better shape than he was. How much will that matter in the grand scheme of things? It's hard to say. I think he'll be able to go 12 rounds. I don't think we're going to see Floyd gas out. But then again, man, that's what makes it so special. I don't know what the fuck we're going to see. Maybe Conor does drop him with a shot in the liver. Maybe he is soft. I mean, I don't fucking know.
Yep.
Highly doubtful, but what the fuck?
No, yeah, I know what you're saying. I'm trying to pull up the card here, the whole fucking thing, but you know how helpful the fucking Showtime's been with this shit. You can't even find the undercard anywhere. I found out like who's on there, so I'll go off of that. But by the way, these videos that pop up on fucking like websites just blew my ear out. So this fucking sucks. All right. So yeah, so now we're at today. Tomorrow night's the fight. Conor McGregor, Conor like tweeted out, "I'm off to eat steak with blue cheese, and it's not the kind that you can eat," or something like that, which is whatever. And Mayweather, it's basically the calm before the storm. Tomorrow night, where are you watching it?
Oh, at my house. At my house. I'm ordering it. I'm having some people over, do the chicken wings, the whole nine. I like being home and comfortable for such big events.
Yeah. So I'm going over to my friend Nick's house. We're gonna watch at his spot. Same thing, food, drinks, everything. Everyone brings something. We're gonna hang out and watch the fight, right? Yep. What do you think you're gonna feel as you watch Conor McGregor? Or at least think as you watch Conor McGregor walk to the ring.
It's going to be interesting, man. I don't know. It's the spectacle and the part of the reason why we're all tuning in, man. I don't know what to expect. I imagine it'll look strange. I imagine just him in the boxing shorts will look strange. Even when they say go, it's going to be surreal, man. It's going to be very surreal watching him compete there. I am not a huge boxing fan. I do love boxing, but I haven't actually been actively following the sport for a long time. But I've caught a few boxing matches over the last probably 3 or 4 years. And visually, it's just different. It looks a little different than our cage. It's a ring, and the shorts are bigger, and the gloves are bigger. It's different, man. It's going to be really strange knowing that McGregor's about to go do that and seeing him come out in the boxing garb and shit. It's surreal, man. It's very, very surreal. And then, like up to the moment where they say go, that's when it gets really fucking good. Jesus Christ.
Oh, dude, real quick. I just found a fucking hilarious fucking TMZ article. It says Showtime declares war on Floyd versus Conor Pirates. This is from the article. They thought they were slick. Dozens of websites aiming to live stream the Mayweather versus McGregor fight for free. But Showtime is preemptively striking the potential pirates with a big fat lawsuit. The network is ripping a page from the Mayweather-McGregor playbook, which, by the way, didn't work, where they scouted a bunch of potential illegal streaming sites and hit them with a legal blow before the fight happened. There's obviously a ton of cash on the line. Some say that they could bring in more than $500 million, so they ain't looking to let anyone skim from their pockets. In the suit filed in federal court, Showtime is asking a judge to issue an injunction to block the sites from streaming the August 26th fight, and they'll probably get it. This is from August 15th, by the way. Bottom line, you want to watch the fight, don't break the law. It costs about $99 like everyone else. So
yeah, it makes sense. I can see that. I can see that, man. I mean, listen, at the end of the day, this internet shit, it's probably going to become inevitable. Like, it is what it is. But I understand why they're doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, they're not trying to get fucking millions of people that are just watching it online instead of buying the shit.
No, definitely. By the way, CBS Sports, they must have paid fucking Google something, because the first full page, I just literally typed in McGregor versus Mayweather full card, right? And it's like a bunch of CBS fucking like articles that don't tell you shit. They don't tell you shit. All right, so I'm gonna go off of this one then. Fuck, this is the best I got. All right.
Listen,
what up?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I know some, there might be here's the problem with this fight too, or not the problem, but the interesting thing with it. It's a lot of MMA fans.
Yeah.
So we're gonna tune in, and we are not gonna give a fuck. I've heard from a few people that the cat that's boxing in the co-headliner, I forget his name, but people are saying watch his fight and watch out for him, whoever that dude was. But other than that, I think you'd be hard pressed to name any of these guys.
The one guy that I know I've heard of is Gervonta Davis, because he's the I want to say he's the lightweight or junior lightweight champion.
Is it like Floyd's protege?
Yeah, he missed weight today. So
Yeah, that's the guy. That's the
he
guy.
can't. Yeah, he can't win his belt. His opponent Francisco Fonseca can win the belt. Now he's I think he's yeah. Let me see if I can pull. Oh, okay, so this is yeah, this is the undercard under Mayweather McGregor. So it's Floyd and Connor. So and this is as of make sure I don't give you guys a bullshit date. This is as of 44 minutes ago. Okay, this article.
I would imagine this is it then.
Yeah, more than likely. Unless there's gonna be some overnight betting on Mayweather that's gonna fuck with the odds a little bit. But
yeah, true.
Because all the late money always comes in on Mayweather every single time. Remember the Pacquiao Mayweather fight? A lot of money came in on Pacquiao, and then late money was all Mayweather. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So this is a super welterweight fight. Conor McGregor is a plus 300. Mayweather is a minus 400. Okay, which is,
that's it. Well, no, that's insanity. That's insanity.
It is.
Those numbers alone speak to the insanity of this whole fight and situation and everything. This is all very incredible. I mean, it'll probably take you a month of Sunday to find it, but I wonder what the odds for Canelo versus Mayweather, or fucking Maidana versus Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee you they were more than fucking that. What the fuck?
Yeah. Hey, real quick, shout out to my boy Fight Book MMA. Just sent me the actual fight card on here. Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. For them, I couldn't find it. So it is so again, yeah, Conor against Mayweather is the main event. I guess Coleman undercard, Gervonta Davis against Francisco Fonseca. Again, Davis missed weight, so Fonseca is the only one that can win the belt. Yeah, before them, Nathan Cleverly against Badu Jack. I've heard about this Jack kid. He's actually
I've heard this guy's name too.
Yeah. This is a light heavyweight championship fight. So that's 2 title fights so far. And then the third title fight, the USBA NABF Cruiserweight Championship, Steve Cunningham against Andrew Tabiti. Okay. 3 title fights underneath this one. So look, it's not going to be a bad card if you like boxing. If you're an MMA fan, you might not enjoy most of it, let's be honest. Before that, Thomas Dulorme against Jordanes Ugas out of Cuba. Then Juan Heraldez against Jose Borrego out of Mexico. Kevin Newman, if I don't say where they're from, because from the U.S. Kevin Newman against Antonio Hernandez. And then London Savannah Marshall against Sidney LeBlanc out of Lafayette, Louisiana. So, look, the card is actually pretty solid, I'll be honest with you. Because I know some boxing, for the most part. I don't watch it a ton. But I'm excited to see what Gervonta Davis looks like. It just sucks that he can't win his belt back. So.
Where is the early prelims on? It's on Fox, right?
FS1 or Fox? Let me make sure.
I think it's Big Fox.
Big Fox?
I think so.
I believe you. You're probably right here. Here it is.
I think so. It's
prelims are on Fox.
Yep. That's what I thought. Yep. Okay, so probably around, let's say, 7 or 8, I would imagine the prelims start.
Prelims are 6 p.m. This is Eastern time, so it's your time. 6 p.m. Right. Yeah, 6 p.m. Eastern time, making that 3 p.m. Pacific. Prelims start on Fox, and then 9 p.m. your time, 6 p.m. my time or Pacific time is the main card.
Okay.
Again, thanks again, Fight Book. So you're the homie.
True.
So so that's where we're at. So now we're at today. Right now, McGregor and Mayweather, whatever they're doing to prepare, they've done everything they could have done. Anything they could have possibly done. All the training is done. It's just to show up tomorrow, put them gloves on, man, and let's fucking go. Okay. So this is the fun part. We've talked about who you want to win. We talked about you hope this, you hope that, whatever. Truly. First of all, who are you picking? And just who are you picking? Fuck it. Who are you picking? Because I know you're going to roll hard whatever you pick.
I mean, listen, I'm picking McGregor. Make no mistake about it. Listen, I tell you what I'm not going to be. I'm not going to be that MMA fan that picks the safe Mayweather bet, and then bigger than shit, Conor comes in and knocks him out in the first or second round. Listen, here's the I tell you why I hate doing this, right? Because every fucking dickhead with a microphone or a fucking phone starts them a little fucking podcast, and this is what they say. They say, I give the advantage to Conor in the early part of the fight, but as the fight goes on, the advantage is going to swing to Floyd. So that's the common, listen, the first 2 or 3 rounds, Conor has a good chance. Floyd's not a knockout artist. Conor he's competent as a boxer. He punches hard. He has good movement. He's young. He's in tremendous shape. I imagine he can at least box hard for about 4 rounds.
Sure.
So the first 4 rounds, Conor is going to be very interesting. After that, realistically, every round, Floyd's chances probably get higher and higher and higher and higher. But, taking that out of the equation, we don't know what Conor's going to bring to the goddamn ring, man. I mean, that's what makes this so intriguing and so kind of hard to talk about in the same sense. Listen, we could pull the Brendan Schaub and fucking jump right on Conor's dick and talk about his movement and his elusiveness and his power and talk about he's going to knock Floyd out. And I love it. I fucking love it. I love that he's there speaking for us. I love that we got a guy in there who's at least trying to paint the picture of why these dudes should take us seriously. Because I tell you what, man, he might be right. Conor might be right. They might have it figured out. Maybe Conor's movement is something else. Maybe he will fucking bob when Floyd thinks he's going to weave and fucking thunder strike the fuck out of Floyd. Possibly. We all think it's impossible. Floyd is just a man. Old, young, or not. He's just a man. He can get struck. I mean, what was it? Was it Shane Mosley that thunderstruck him one good time?
He rocked him one time, yeah. Pretty good, too.
Yeah, fucking put him on wild. Listen, if fucking Sugar Shane can pop him, and I don't only have one time, but, if Conor gets that, can Conor land another one and knock Floyd out? You bet your sweet tits he can. It's doubtful, but fuck, man. It was doubtful that Gabriel Gonzaga would knock out Mirko Krokop with a head kick. It's doubtful that what was it? Marquez that slept Pacquiao. Was it their 4th fight?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Pacquiao beats this cat 3 times. They fight for a 4th time, and Marquez sleeps him. He doesn't beat him. He fucking murders him. He murks him. So don't fucking tell me that Conor can't murk Floyd. He definitely can. He definitely can. Yeah. So I'm fucking saying that he's gonna. I'm fucking drinking the Kool-Aid. I'm riding the hype train. I'm fucking speaking for all MMA fans. Well, I shouldn't say that, but I think I'm speaking for most of all MMA fans when I say that's our guy and we're fucking riding with him. And listen, if we all had to pick one guy to go do some unthinkable shit,
it's got to be him.
It's got to be him. He's the only cocksucker that's delusional enough to believe in himself enough to go in there and actually throw that punch with the intention. I think most guys might say they would do this, but when they actually start looking at Floyd, they start looking at the tape and they start getting nervous. They start thinking, fuck me. I think Conor's too, stupid / bullheaded / crazy to believe that. He thinks he's going to fucking steamroll this man.
Yep.
So maybe he will. And I'm not going against it. I am picking Conor McGregor 2nd round knockout. Far be it from me to fucking call him a liar.
2nd round knockout. Hey, look, man. Like you said, if anyone's going to do it, it's this guy. And I'm rooting like a motherfucker for him, man. But the experience factor for me is so heavy. Like, so ridiculously heavy. I'm going Mayweather decision. I don't think Mayweather's going to knock anybody out. He hasn't knocked anybody out in fucking forever. There is something in McGregor's movement that I think is going to save him from a knockout, right? And I don't think McGregor is stupid enough to not give himself, not a backup plan, but to not be ready for 12 fucking rounds, okay? Whether it's by strategy or by conditioning, whatever he had to do, I think he's ready for 12 rounds. And I think he's going to, if it goes that long, it should be Mayweather decision. That's what I got. I got Mayweather by decision. He's going to get that 5-0 and that 50-0 and move on. But goddamn it, if I'm not pulling for McGregor like a motherfucker, dude. Like, seriously, I am pulling for this son of a bitch like a motherfucker. I hope to God that McGregor knocks him out early.
So let's have some fun here. Let's do some quick hits here at the end of the show. A lot's been said about who will take the first step backwards in the fight. Floyd says he's coming at Conor. We know our boy said he's coming at Floyd. Who takes the first step backwards?
Floyd motherfucking Mayweather. He'd be smart.
There we go. Okay, there we go. That's what I'm saying. We go at least win that battle, Jack. I'll bet you Floyd. I love it because Conor was like, listen, you guys mark my words right now. When you're watching the fight, I'm saying that I am going to come at that man and I will not go backward. he's saying the same thing. So when you watch him take that first step backward, that's the first win for me in this fight. And I'm telling you right now, all you cocksuckers listening, everybody who might see this or watch this, if we're all going to watch the fight, when that happens, if we see Floyd take that step back, and Conor is right about that, I'm telling you right now, Jack, that's going to be the beginning of something. I'm going to think it in my head right then. And I feel it seems like a small thing, but I think Conor will remember it. And I think if Floyd takes that first step back, Conor's going to be like, okay, motherfucker, here we go. Time to start breaking promises.
Yeah.
Time to start breaking. You said you was going to come at me. No, you're not. Time to start breaking promises. I'm not breaking promises, though. And I think he's going to just try to – listen, it's not that unfathomable to think that Conor can figure out a way to cut Floyd off and make Floyd get into firefights with him. All he's got to do is get in his way. Conor's not I don't think Conor's going to respect Floyd's punching power. I think Conor, I mean, he even said it at one point during all these interviews. He said, I've been kicked in the face with a shin.
Oh.
You know, I've been fucking punched with tiny gloves and elbowed and, I think he is going to be willing to take 2 or 3 to just get his gloves on Floyd. Especially we'll see how effective that is, but it could be effective. It could be, man.
Yeah, I don't put it past him, man. And you know what's funny? Because I said this, I fucking repeated myself a million times, but I'll say it again. When this was got announced, nobody gave Conor a chance. All the talk, all the promotion, all the back and forth, all the storylines, the Paulie thing, all that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Now we're getting to where it's like he could do it. Just 3 months ago, fuck no, there's no way. Now it's like he could do it. So, look, like we said a few minutes ago, if anybody's gonna do it, if anybody's gonna fucking do it, it's fucking Conor McGregor, because he's done some crazy shit that nobody's done before. So why not go after the big fish here?
Yeah, that's what he does. He's made a career of doing the unthinkable, man. I mean, listen, I thought he was going to beat Jose Aldo when they fought. I was a Conor guy. I didn't think he was going to sleep him like that. Yeah. I thought that he would beat Eddie Alvarez when they fought. I'm a Conor guy.
Yeah.
I didn't think he was going to highlight reel him like that.
I ain't either.
I ain't gonna tell that fool he ain't gonna knock out Floyd in the second round. I mean, I just ain't gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? You never know.
When Nate Diaz, the only man in the UFC to beat Conor McGregor, he starts defending Conor McGregor, because
just saying, listen, don't take him as a joke.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I beat that man, but he also thunderstruck my face a bunch. Like, the boy can box.
Yep.
Listen, Nate, take nothing away from Nate. I don't think that Floyd's as tough as Nate. So, yeah, Nate took those shots and came back and got a win, but I don't think Floyd can.
No.
Nate and Nick are just superhumans. You know what I'm saying? Those men are hard to put down. That's real shit. Anybody that's ever fought them, they don't go down easily. They can take some punishment. I don't know if Floyd can take that punishment. Listen, nobody else has taken Conor's punishment. Nate takes it, but nobody else takes it. Eddie didn't take it. Poirier didn't take it. Fucking Jose didn't take it.
Mendes,
nobody else takes that punishment.
Yeah, so that's where we're at, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow night, what could be either the greatest moment in combat sports history or an underwhelming fucking, 12 rounds or whatever is going to happen. And everyone's going to tune in for it. There's no way nobody does. So, and again.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Now listen, quickly, before we go, I get the gist. We're probably going to wrap this up.
Yeah.
The next time we see the adoring,
I got to announce these winners.
Oh, yeah, we got the
after this. The next time what?
I was going to say that by the next time we see our adoring fans, this will all be said and done. So just some quick hits before you announce the winners on the giveaway. Where do we see Conor next? Win, lose, or draw? Do we see him in the UFC next, or does he try to take a boxing match with Paulie, whatever the fuck?
Okay. I'm going to go with I'm going to actually get a little specific. I know all the talk about Ferguson, all talk about Khabib, all talk about all this other shit, defending 155.
You're going to ruin my second question, you cocksucker.
Well, fuck it. I'm going to ruin it now. I think we get Diaz McGregor 3 on the comeback.
Okay. Well, okay, there you go. Then my next question was, if you felt like he was coming to MMA, Okay, so who do you think he'll get? Obviously, you think he'll get Diaz. Is that the fight you want to see when he comes back? What would you like to see him do when he comes back to MMA?
See, that's like that's a weird two-parter for me. I want the Nate Diaz Conor McGregor 3 fight, 100%. But what I think should happen, he needs to defend that fucking belt so he can shut up everybody that goes, well, he doesn't defend his belt. I say it all the time. This fucker hasn't defended his belt ever. I think we need a title defense. I guess whoever it is, even if it's Nate, fine. I mean, unfair as it is, the UFC's not about fair these days, so throw that out the fucking window. Yeah, dude, I think, I want to see the Nate fight, but I think we should get a title defense of some sort. What do you think?
Come on, Tyron Woodley. Stank ass. Put that third belt on the line. That's what I'm talking about. We got to keep up in the ante.
Hey,
let's
keep up in
the ante.
I'll watch that shit. You will too. Everyone will watch that shit.
Who doesn't want to get rid of Tyron Woodley at this point? Let's be fucking honest. We're so tired of that damn dude. Please, Conor, come rid us of him.
And he, you know what Tyron Woodley was talking about at Michael Bisping moving up to 85?
Listen, and you know the one guy, the one MMA fighter that Floyd Mayweather likes and has actually mentioned by name, ironically enough? Tyron Woodley.
Tyron Woodley.
Just for the record.
Yeah. Real quick on the tweets, I'm gonna read a few comments where I read the winners.
Right.
Judo Ed says if Conor wins, Dana keeps him in boxing. Zuffa Boxing's coming. And if he loses, he does a trilogy with Nate. Yep. I mean, maybe. Who knows what will happen? Yeah. All right. Just read some comments here. And you guys, by the way, dude, there's a shitload of comments. There's no way I'm gonna read them all. This is way too many. Fucking shout out to you guys for doing that, by the way. We love interaction on the fights or on the shows. It's what makes the show fun. Interactions is shit. Floyd gonna beat his ass. Okay. That's Zeiss 808.
Zeiss 808, go fuck yourself.
Oh man. Devil's Craze says McGregor will make so much money he won't need to work again. He don't need to work now, probably.
That's a fact. That's a fact. But he will. He's he needs to get that legacy.
Yeah, Liam says I just want a real 155 title fight. Okay. Marco Mingo says I want to see him in Khabib. And then
me too. For the record, that's the fight I want to see. If Khabib could stop fucking getting blood transfusions in Guatemala, whatever he's doing.
Yeah, this motherfucker. I swear to God, he needs to fucking stay healthy for once. Not stay healthy, but just make weight, dude. And then Fightbook says Tyron versus McGregor.
Hey now.
Yeah. All right. So now the moment probably most people are waiting for here.
Fuck yeah.
Hold up. Let me close this door. All right. Sorry, my dog was like sitting right here and I kept trying to like get her to go out so I can close the door, but she finally walked out, which means my roommate's home. So, all right. Hold up. Someone just, oh, God, this is good. Real quick. Judo Ed says he put you on there at Kirby MMA. Give us a 1, 2, 3. Fuck the Mayweathers.
Hey, listen. At the end of the show, okay. Anybody who happens to be watching live, we're gonna give these things away. We're doing the giveaway before we sign off. Before you give us the whole fucking good night, Wilshire, and your whole bit, Eddie.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a 1, 2, 3, and on four we go. All you pricks, me, you, collectively. Fuck the Mayweathers. All right.
All right.
There we go. Do your thing, and then we'll wrap the show up.
All right. So I counted how many people entered in total, and I know I was counting during the show. Over 65 people entered the contest. Holy shit!
Whoop whoop!
Ridiculous. Okay, you guys are amazing. It was fucking great. I used a website that picks random comments, so this is legit. I didn't fucking go on and pick anything. I went in there and I hit the first 2 that came up. Those are the winners. Okay. In fact, I have the screenshot here. I should have loaded that shit on the computer so I could show it. But the first winner. So we have 2 copies of Madden 18. Okay, you're gonna get what it's gonna be. It was gonna be a physical copy, but shipping it out to motherfucker. So I'm gonna send you guys download codes tomorrow. All right. So if you're one of the winners, DM me at Elaw31 tonight. Tell me which console you have, and tomorrow I will send you your download code, and you can download Madden 18 right into your console. Okay. The first winner. At Steve Carmen MMA, DQ'd for soccer kicks, is our first winner.
I noticed that fucking handle.
Oh, you did? All right, yeah. He was on there. He fucking commented on like most of the videos that had the giveaway on it. He's our first winner. So Steve, hit me up on DMs. Tell me what console you're on, and tomorrow I'll send you your download code. And the second winner, again, DM me at Elaw31. Tell me what console you're on, and tomorrow I'll send you a code. With the comment says, nice of you, dude. PS4, please. I'm at Devil's Craze. Devil's Craze is our second winner, ladies and gentlemen. Not bad for our first like major-ish giveaway, right? That was pretty good.
Yeah, there we go. Fuck yeah.
So again, DQ'd for Soccer Kicks and Devil's Craze are our winners. Thanks everybody for entering it. It was really fucking awesome to see all the interaction and everything. You guys are the shit for real. And it's not
those are good gifts too.
That
wasn't like a bullshit gift, like a pack of garlic powder or some shit. Madden 18's the fucking shit, man.
Yeah. So again, DQ for Soccer Kicks and Devil's Craze, and they're both in the fucking comments right here. Devil's Craze is awesome. Thanks so much. Hey, I appreciate you to entering, man. You're the man. And again, this is not our last giveaway. The next one will be MMA related. The good people at spicespros.com have fucking hooked us up. They didn't have to work with us, but they're young just like we are. So they're on the come up with us, and I really, really appreciate them. So again, give them a follow on Twitter at spicespros. Spicespros.com and get whatever honestly, like seasonings, Mexican candy, shit like that. So shit. So definitely hit it up. The next giveaway will be, I believe, after UFC 215. And it will be MMA related, I've been told. So I'll get to work on that, and as soon as it's appropriate to make an announcement, we'll announce it. All right.
Nice.
So again, DQ for Soccer Kicks just put, did you guys announce the winners? Is he not watching? Because he's in the comments.
Yeah, fool, you won. Sucker shit. Time to start celebrating. Tell the old lady to get the fucking red panties out. Put the champagne on ice. You're playing Madden tomorrow. And if you don't got an old lady, save up some money and buy yourself a hooker. Tomorrow night's going to be fucking special. Blowjobs for everybody once Connor wins, goddammit.
Yeah.
And, head for the ladies, too, that could be watching.
Let me make sure.
Everybody likes a little liquor or a suck.
All right, so that's it. That was pretty cool. All right. So
there we go.
Yeah. So again, the next.
All right, here we go. Now, listen, I'm going to do my thing, and then Eddie's going to carry us out. So I would assume that most of the people watching, except for 808 douchebag there that had the Floyd comment in the comment section, I appreciate you watching. I'm just joking. I'm not trying to be too harsh. But other than that, I would assume most of us come here as MMA fans, and tomorrow we shall watch this pay-per-view as MMA fans. So, as Connor said in Toronto, to cap this whole thing off, going into the big fight, and as my shirt says, on the count of 4, ladies and gentlemen, 1, 2, 3.
Fuck the Mayweathers. Goddamn right.
There we go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
MMA. He's done.
Hey, let's back our guy. We're MMA people. Let's fucking do this shit tomorrow. I'm already pumped for the fight now. Just off of that shit. God damn, I'm ready for that shit. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining us. For my brother Kirby, you can follow him at Kirby_MMA. Follow me at Ela31. Jesse is at Spawat1983. The show is at Crossroads MMA. Shout out, massive shout out to spicespros.com. Follow them on Twitter at spicespros. They hooked us up with an awesome giveaway, and they got another really good one coming up. So make sure you guys keep it tuned with us and just stick with us and grow with us, fellas. Really, really appreciate it. And of course, the great people I represent. Get yourself a hat, get yourself a shirt, rep crossroadsmma.com, get yourself good shit, and you help us out. All at the same time. It's all beautiful. All right. Appreciate it. You guys are like family to us. And so again, for myself, my brother, Jesse, everybody, shout out DQ for Soccer Kicks, Fight Book MMA, Gary Costin, of course, Devil's Craze, Liam, who always is hanging out with us, Bebek Rejaw, Marco Minko, even 808, and of course Mike Jarvis, our homie. Thanks for tuning in. Have fun tomorrow night, and good night, Wilshire.